Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
Stop right there. Yeah, you. If you like all things entertainment, current events, or Hollywood, then look no further. Creator to Creators, hosted by director Meosha of Horror Noir, interviews filmmakers and creatives from around the world. Join in on the fun, guest celebrities, and informative information to have as a creator. Hit subscribe and stay connected to Creator to Creators.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Creators to Creators today. Today we have a special guest.
Hey y'all, I'm Livvy D. I'm a singer, songwriter, and rapper. I'm a pop country rapper, so I'm excited to be on the show.
Hey, all right. I love it. I love to go back to the beginning. I think that's where everything starts, right? A little bit. So tell me a little about your childhood and like, you know, what that was like, and then kind of finding your way into music.
So my childhood was the best. I have the best parents ever. So they exposed me to tons of almost every sport and every musical. I was in art classes. They exposed me to everything, and I really stuck with music. I played the flute.
Nice.
I'm learning the guitar, and I've really just always loved music.
I love that. I mean, so growing up was like, I love that the mix. It's like you have like pop rap. It's you have like a different sound, and like
Yeah.
I'm just curious, were you exposed that at a young age, or did you kind of like, I don't know, just different types of music? You were like, how do you know, like, okay, music, I want to do music. Like, where did that come from?
Yeah, so it's kind of funny. So my mom loves like classical music. She loves to go to the opera. That's her ish. That's not my ish. But and my dad loves rock. But they were always just supportive of whatever I wanted to listen to. I mean, my first concert, my mom didn't know, but she got me tickets to LMFAO, and she didn't know who they were, and she thought it was, like kid friendly. It was not. So that was super fun. I got exposed to that, and I don't know, I love everything about the music industry. I love the performing. I love backstage. I love the fashion of it. Just everything about it really attracted me.
Yeah, that's awesome. I read a little bit in your bio, like some of your musical inspirations and all of that. But I think you have like just a different, like a fun style, and you like to have fun. I saw the video, you're on the boat with your friends and you're just having a good time. It's like really fun. So tell me a little bit about that process of that your new song. Like, are you writing? I mean, like, how involved are you when it comes to creating?
Yes. Yeah, so I'm always writing. I was writing on the way here. I was typing. I was typing before we got on, just like little lines. But yeah, so my new song "I'm a Catch," we filmed it on a boat in Chicago, and that was super fun. It was my first time on the water in Chicago, and it's like this cool, it's like dark blue color. Which on the East Coast, our beaches, well, at least in Virginia, my beaches are like, I don't know, it's like brown. not clear. So it was definitely cool to see like the blue water.
Yeah.
But yeah, just having fun. I love to have fun, as you mentioned. I just think living life lightheartedly and just having fun, being around the people you love. Don't take things too seriously, because it's only a tiny part of your life that, like, just that one mess up or that one bad date. That's only that's such a small part of your life. And so I really feel like just having fun and being happy is something that I really preach.
No, absolutely. And I mean, I think that's a great message for women, for anyone, but particularly women, it's like, I think nowadays, it's like, there's nothing wrong with having fun as a woman. I think we have a stigma around, that, women like, oh, you shouldn't do that or that, because that's what men
Yeah.
should do. But so I appreciate showing like, a woman can have a good time on a boat and just, let her hair down, and she doesn't have to be worried and crying over a boyfriend or breakup or whatever. Just live your life. And I think that's exactly what you
Yeah.
can be. So
Yeah. Be you, be authentically yourself.
absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. I love that. Now I'm curious, I think also a part of the journey is having that support system around you. I mean, do you have like, I'm sure your parents are supportive, of your family supports your music. Like, I mean, do you have that support system
Yeah,
that's good?
definitely. I'm actually at my grandparents right now.
Nice.
My grandma's in there. I see her. She's doing her physical therapy.
Aw.
Um, but yeah, I have the best family. We're an Italian family, so we're very supportive. We're very involved, close knit. So all my cousins are like my brothers and sisters,
I
like
love that.
super close. See them on the weekly. Like we have sleepovers every weekend. So
Aw.
it's really fun to see them loving my music.
I
Uh,
love that.
yeah, getting to see them. We went to the beach earlier in the summer, all of us, and they were playing my songs on the
Aw.
beach, and I thought it was so cute to like walk down and get to see them playing my songs.
Definitely. Isn't that cool? Like having that support system. I think that's a beautiful thing. It's so important to have, like, my parents, yes, but like, cousins, I'm not really, they don't talk to me, but I think that's super awesome that you have family that are there and that are super supportive of your journey. Cause I think that's super important to having like a continue a successful career in what you're doing. I think music is super hard. So I mean, how do you keep going? Like, during the difficult times of your journey, like I'm sure there's moments where you're like, I don't know what I want to talk about, like how do you keep going and what inspires you to keep making music?
Yeah, it's the part our life as like a creator,
Yeah.
as like a filmmaker, or as an actor, a model, a musician. It's very like your life is out there. So people see your highs, they see your lows, and they can comment on them. And like I have no control over what people are going to say about me. So reading the comments, I would say I take them lightly. The bad comments, I'm like, okay, that's your opinion. Great. Love it. Love that for you. You can think that.
Yeah.
But I know in my heart how I feel about my song. And the beautiful thing about music is we can all interpret it a different way. So
Yeah.
the lyrics of a song may mean something to me, but when somebody hears it, it may mean something different to them because it's whatever they associate their life with. So really connecting in a different way. We're all connecting to the music in
Yeah.
a different way and relating to it in a different way, which I love.
Love that's a great answer. Yeah, absolutely. Because you're right. Because that's the thing about music is that it's a universal thing. It's like you said, you're putting out art and being vulnerable and putting yourself out there. And then in hopes that somebody will, like obviously like is touched by it or moved or like, yo, I love your song. It was great. It made me happy today. Like that's a great day. I'm sure that's just a beautiful feeling. Um, I want to kind of get into the visual, like, so I have a cinematography background. I went to film school, so I shoot music videos and movies for a living. But how involved were you in the process when you made the music? Was it like your idea? Like you're like, okay, I want to be on a boat. Like, I mean, are you
Yeah.
like super involved in that way?
Yeah. So I'm always go big or go home. So for some of my music coming out, so like I love animals. I have 4 horses.
Nice.
I have 3 dogs. I have a bunny. I've had fish. I've had a lot of different animals, and I love animals. And I wanted a really cool exotic animal. And I had just watched the movie The Hangover, and I
Oh
saw
yeah.
Mike Tyson's tiger, and I was like, oh, "We need a tiger." And everybody was like, no, that's not real. Like they were like, Livvy, that's not real. There's no tiger. And so I was like, okay. I was like, so no tiger. I was like, what animals could we do? And they said snake. And I was like, yes. And so we got, I think it was like a 9 foot, it was like a 9 foot snake.
Woo.
And he was so nice, so lazy. And in one of the shots, he was just like laying on my chest and I was laying down. And I loved that. He's coming up with that vision, just seeing it. I'm a part of the whole process. So after I write a song, I like think about what like what the song, what I would want to do when I'm listening to the song, like what I would want to be doing listening to the song, or what I want it to like to imagine.
Yeah.
And so when I said I'm a catch, well, I was like, I want to be a catch on a boat. And I also thought it was fun because like fishing, I had the little like corny, you know, catching fish. So I'm a catch.
I love that.
And so that's just kind of, so we decided on a boat. And then we just kind of went from there. We filmed in Chicago. And
how many hours?
Oh gosh, we were out. Oh, and there was a storm. It's so funny. So there was this storm. So we went out and we were out and it was sunny and it was so hot. We did it in July. So it was like over 100 degrees.
Holy
and
crap.
So we're all sweating and we have the makeup crew on and we had to like bring all of the costumes on because you know that there's like multiple costume changes.
Yeah.
So we brought all the costumes onto the boat and we're like shuffling them around and it starts pouring out. So then we have to like cover everything up because there's like food out, like, you know, we're all, it's like a shoot, it's like a movie shoot, a music video shoot. So there's like food out. We're covering all the cameras out because we have like multiple cameras, all the lighting, had to get it all in. And then we had a break in the storm, but the water was so rough. So us trying to like film and stay standing was it was impossible. And I was like apologizing to everybody on the set. I was like, sorry, y'all. Like, I didn't know this was going to be like hard. I just thought it was, but you're not on land. So it's not steady.
Right.
So, like every time I would take a step, I'd be like, I hope I don't fall. And and then it's wet. So it's wet and it's slippery and it's moving. But it was just, I was laughing the whole time because that's just, it's funny. Like things happen in life and you don't have control over it. And you just have to laugh because
it is. No, and you're right. And sometimes it's out of your control and you just gotta, I mean, it's how it works sometimes, but it came out great. And, you know, congratulations to you and your team. That's really, really awesome. I was going to ask you, like, as far as their music inspirations, if you could perform with any artist, living or dead, who would it be and why?
That's so hard because there's so many.
I know.
That is so hard. I'm trying to think. I would probably say Nicki Minaj.
Ah, yes.
She is just so she's so versatile. I've been listening to her, I mean, since I was young. I remember seeing her on the Ellen show with Rosie and Sophia Grace, the two little girls. Yes,
they're so cute.
And them singing super bass, and I was like right there with them. Like that was me at the talent show singing super bass. Like that. I love it. I love that. So I definitely would love Spice collab. I was like, let's make a trio. I'm ready, guys.
I love it. I love that. That's great. I mean, yeah, Nicki, if she ever listens to it, yes, Nicki Minaj. Let's do it. Let's put that out there. Let's put that out there. You never know.
Yes. Speak it into existence.
Absolutely.
Anything is possible.
1000%. Oh my gosh, 1000%. I mean, the things that, you know, I being from a little girl from Florida, and then I, you know, got to be a filmmaker and got to work with Jordan Peele. I mean, you know, I did never think my career would ever get to, you know, where it is. But like you said, it's really consistency and continuing putting stuff out. And that's really it. I think, you know, and you have that, and you're energetic, and you have that, you have a vibe, and it's fun, and you got it. So definitely.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely agree. Sometimes and to note back on what you were saying earlier about just like as a creator, just not like always having to find content and make it. And I've come to realize that some of the most simple things that I really didn't think would be a big impact, like a bad date, like somebody not showing up for a date, like turned into like a whole song and then turned into like me performing. So you really just never know what it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Who didn't show up on a date to see you? What's
I
going
know,
on?
I know. And
Terrible.
so don't stand people up. That's rude. I
It
know.
is
I'm like, I got this, but
That's-
it all worked out because I
it
went
did.
home. You know, I was like, that sucked. I went home, probably ate some Taco Bell, and
There we
then
go.
wrote it. I talked to my best friend, Kenna, who's on my song,
Nice.
uh, on my song "Take a Number," and we talked it out. And I was like, "Girl, this is messed up," and she was like, we might be on to something. And like, she wrote down everything I was saying and then she texted it to me. And I was like, that kind of sounds like a song. I was like, that sounds like a verse. And so we like shuffled it around. And that's just kind of how it came about. It was honestly just super simple like that.
I love that. I love that. No, I think that's it's like you said, it's a dating anthem of the summer. It's a really fun song. And yeah, I mean, kudos to you. What 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 do you want people to when they listen to your sound, whether it's that your the new song or your future songs that you're gonna have, that you're writing, what do you want people to kind of leave and or take away from it?
Just being, I don't know, when people listen to my music, I want them to feel free. I want them to just feel free to express themselves, to be who they are, and to really embrace who they are. Because for a long time, when I was in high school and middle school, I was always trying to be like the popular kids. I was always trying to be that cookie cutter shape. And then as I matured and became Livvy D, I have figured out that being me is actually the best thing ever. So I really want people to embrace self love and self respect. Respect yourself. You're the only one you got. So yeah, that's what I want people to.
That's beautiful. Where did that name come from? Livvy D. I mean, that's a great name.
So my name is Olivia. My last name is Dunbar.
Oh,
And
okay.
so my parents and people that are close to me, teachers have always called me, mentors have always called me Livvy.
Oh,
So like my horseback riding coaches have always been like Livvy. And so it just kind of has always, and it was always associated with like something positive. So like
yeah.
every time, nobody ever yelled at Livvy D. So we have jokes in my house that like nobody yells at Livvy D. Nobody says anything bad to Livvy D. Only Olivia gets that. But
Love it.
so yeah, that's how it came about. Just Livvy D was supernatural.
Nice. I love that. All right, fun question. Well, there's no wrong answer. But it's if you could choose one, you have to choose one. If you can, would you rather have loyalty or respect, and why?
Ooh. Ideally both, but say loyalty. Because I feel like you can gain respect, but you can't you can earn somebody's respect, but you're either loyal or you're not.
Mm.
I feel like you're either loyal or you're not. I mean, if you're like a ride or die, that's another thing. Like I love people in my life that are ride or die. Just like they're very loyal, there for you. Those are the people that I keep in my life and that I would encourage to keep in your life. So loyalty, definitely.
It's a great answer. It's a great answer. Um, so do you feel like music is going into a better direction as far as like for women being able to express themselves more and not being so, and I'm not saying that men dominate the business, but kind of. But do you feel like things are changing for the better
Hope
as
so.
a whole? That's good.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely hope so. I I surround myself, and a lot of the people I listen to are female musicians.
Yeah.
So I think in my viewpoint, I think it's moving in a right direction. But I do love people. I do love that music, you can talk about things and make it beautiful, even if it's not so beautiful.
I love that.
And I feel like a lot of the female artists that are up and coming, like myself, are bringing those some of the harder things to light through music.
Love that. Love that. Do you uh this is kind of fun question. When your work is done on earth and you get to the pearly gates of heaven and you meet God, what would you want God to say about you and the things that you've done on earth?
Probably, like, honestly, I would hope he'd be like, "Good job. You did great." Like, you used because I want to use my platform. I love being a creator and I love being on social media because I can really make a lot of change. I have a big reach. I can talk to a lot of people.
Awesome.
And so I would want God, well, you used it for good, not evil, and that just good job.
Love that. Love that. What's next? What's next down the pipeline? Any new music? What are you working on? Anything you like to share with us?
Yes. So I have new music in the works. I'm writing all the time. I was just listening to beats right before this and I was writing down things. But new music is being written. I have a new song called American Idol and it comes out in September, about mid-September. So I'm super
Awesome.
excited for that. It's no American Idol and it's really about standing out, being going against the grain and just being yourself and standing out, being unique.
Yeah. Ooh, all right. Well, we're gonna definitely stay tuned to that, and I'm excited for you. Congratulations on everything you have going on. Keep it up. That's great. Definitely have to come on back on in the future.
Yes.
Uh, last thing, any like words of advice to young girls or women that want to try to do this business? What does that look like?
Just keep going at it. It's really, honestly, the entertainment industry, it's hard. It really is hard, but just keep pushing at it. Don't get discouraged. Just keep your eye on the prize and really believe in yourself and work hard. Put the work in, and the dedication in. Do the vocal exercises. I know they feel weird and they sound weird, but do the vocal exercises. Do a lot of research and research what the celebrities are doing, research what the big names are doing before the shows, how they're preparing, how they're building up their stamina, how they're building up the strength of their diaphragm, how they're using their tone. So really learn about the craft.
Love that. Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming on and talking with us. Oh, where can people find you on social media to follow you and all of that?
People can find me at livvydmusic.com. All my socials are linked on there. Livvy D Music on Instagram, Livvy D Music Official on TikTok. But
Hey.
everything's on my website, my merch, upcoming shows, everything at livvydmusic.com.
All right. All right. Thank you so much again. I had a great time. Thank you.
Thank you. I had a great time too. You're amazing.
Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you all for listening. And always remember to live, love, laugh. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye, y'all.